fuel.
What's your thoughts on tomorrow?
I'm excited for tomorrow. I haven't had an opportunity like this in a long time. I'm doing a lot of these multi-man matches, watching Cody, Hardy, whoever. I haven't had a big singles match like this in a while, so I'm excited for it. We're semi.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's a big deal. I'm super excited about it. Very thankful for it.
Do you feel pressure because you're following some awesome wrestlers? You know what I mean? And you're coming before a match that looks incredible. Yeah. So you're like in a position where it's like it's a lot of pressure, I think.
It's a tough spot, you know what I mean? But like that's good. That's what you want. That's pressure, yeah. And I'm not gonna lie and say like, oh no, it's a big deal. Yeah, it is a big deal, but I mean that's what this is about. You know what I mean? If you don't thrive on the pressure and wrestling, just get the hell out. You know. So I'm thriving on that.
Jay was a little harsh with you earlier. How do you feel going into tomorrow? What do you have to? Do you feel like you have to prove anything?
Yeah, I do. Not to Jay. I don't have to prove anything to Jay. He spent his whole time talking about being the elite, talking about Joey Ryan and things like that. But you know, he didn't talk about the United States Championship. He's a United States champion, and this match is not about some kind of personal rivalry between me and Jay. This is about the United States Championship, and he spent no time talking about that title or what it meant to him. When you're in the ring and you're fighting and you're 20 minutes in and you're pulling for everything you've got, it's about what you're fighting for. And I feel like tomorrow I'm fighting for way more than Jay is. I don't think he cares about that title in the way that I do.
Are you at all distracted by what the main event's going to be tomorrow? You're friends with Kenny Omega, you're friends with the Young Bucks. Is that in your head at all?
Yeah, I'll be honest. It's in my head a little bit. I wouldn't say I'm distracted by it. You know, they're right after us, so I think it'll be a breath of relief when I'm done, but then I'll be right back on to see what happens with them. You know, I'm trying to just put that in the back of my mind, not even worry about that for right now. But I know, you know what I mean, as soon as my match is done, I'll be glued to the screen watching them. Yeah.
Is the Bullet Club fine?
Bullet Club is fine. Yeah, you know, like, look, we're a group of the best wrestlers in the world, legitimately, the whole group. And when you have guys like that together, working together all the time, like we all have egos, I'm not gonna lie about it, and those egos clash from time to time. But we're friends, you know what I mean? And I think over time that's gonna prevail. We'll have this match tomorrow with, you know, Kenny and Ibushi versus the Bucks. Kenny and Cody, they'll do their thing and it'll be done. I'm looking forward to, I don't know what will happen, honestly. I'm not sure that it matters as much what happens other than that it happens and we get it out and we get it done. I'll be glad when it's done, and I think after Supercard, that's probably it. You know what I mean? We're back, we're fine. We just gotta get through that, I think.
So speaking of your very good friends, do you think that the Being the Elite series has sort of changed the way that pro wrestling storytelling can happen?
It has, you know what I mean? There's so much wrestling. I mean, if you spent 24 hours a day, this man could tell you, if you spent 24 hours a day watching wrestling nonstop, you probably still couldn't see all of it that's out there. Being the Elites once a week, 10, 15 minutes is easy to digest. It's fun, it's funny, it's engaging, it can be serious too. And I think people have latched on to that in some way, you know what I mean? And it's just us hanging out, just joking around, you know what I mean? And people relate to that, you know what I mean? It's hard on a television program to get your true and real personality out there. With Being the Elite, you know, it's just us with our phones sticking it up and saying, hey, what if you said this? This would be funny. I think people appreciate that, yeah. That's helped a lot.
What are your personal thoughts about the dojo here?
I'm excited for this. You know what I mean? I wish this was a thing when I was coming up in wrestling. It would have been something I would have jumped on immediately. This is huge. I'm not sure, you know, where they plan on. They're going to do these camps and things. I don't know how permanent of a fixture. I mean, obviously the building it's set. I don't know how permanent of a fixture the dojo here will be. But I'm excited to find out, you know, what their plans are long term. But this could be huge. You know, you just had a lot of American guys going over to New Japan, and this gives those guys kind of a base here in America. And that's great. I'm super excited about it. It's a great place too. The facility's awesome.
How's your schedule going back and forth all the time? I mean, is it something you really thrive on now?
Yeah, I do. You know what I mean? I wasn't sure how I would be with it. I love it. You know, I do this show Sunday. I get home. We're doing a thing Monday, a shoot for something. I get home early in the morning Tuesday, and I'm going again Thursday back to Japan, and then to New Orleans, and then it's nonstop. It's been nonstop for the past year or so. But that's good. You know what I mean? If you're not busy wrestling, again, get out. I mean, this is what you want. It's tough. It's really tough. But I've been loving it the past years. For me, it's been
You had mentioned wanting to defend the title for other companies. Is that something that you're planning to do if you do beat Jay's wife for the title?
Yeah, you know, this is the United States Championship. This is the representative of New Japan in America. Jay White will be here tomorrow. When will he be back in America? When will he defend that title again? I don't know. I don't think anybody knows. You know what I mean? I am an American. The only two champions, they've been Canadian, and they've been from New Zealand. I'm an American. I live here. I wrestle here week after week after week. Hell yeah, I'll defend that title here. I'll defend it everywhere I can. I'll take it to Ring of Honor. I might do what I did at Bar Wrestling and go somewhere I'm not supposed to and defend it there. I don't know. You know what I mean? Those are my plans. I don't know that Jay has plans for the American, for the U.S. Championship, but I do. Those are my plans, yeah. You guys good? No questions?
Yeah.
I'll ask you.
All right, come on.
So you mentioned bar wrestling.
Okay.
You mentioned going there.
Yeah.
Do you have any deeper opinions of Joey Ryan's penis now that you've experienced it firsthand?
Look, man, this thing's been going on for a long time. He was, for years, I don't know how he managed to do this and nobody called him out on it. For years, he was paying off guys to grab his junk and pretend like it flipped them. For years, he got away with that. I was the only person who saw through it out of everybody in all of wrestling, every wrestler, every wrestling fan, every wrestling critic. You didn't see through it. I saw through it. I called them out on it, and I was right. I proved it right. Maybe that put some pressure on him to maybe learn how to do this for real. You know, I don't know. At Bar Wrestling, what I thought would happen was not what happened. I was a bit surprised. And good for Joey. But I don't think that's the end of the story.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.